Hey guys, Dean Lasagna here from Round 2 Gaming, and I wanted to quickly jump in to let you know about one of my favorite gaming podcasts, Flock Talk. Miles, Chris, and Catherine put on a fantastic show for you each and every month, covering themed topics ranging from puzzle games and escape rooms to gaming aspirations and best of moments. Whether you're into video games or board games or card games, I guarantee you'll find that geek culture enjoyment you're looking for. Hilarious hosts, witty banter, top-notch quality, Flock Talk from the Flock of Nerds crew. Check them out on iTunes or head on over to www.cartridgeclub.org to join in the fun.
Weekly. This
You're going to hear a lot of foghorns soon.
is your Cartridge Club Weekly. Hello, folks. I am Player 1.
He
one
ain't
half
lying.
of the Cartridge Bros.
He's in the hot seat.
This is my brother, Player 2, the other half of the Bros. Now I am talking right at you.
I love it. I got some energy this week. I feel like I don't want to look right at you.
Like before, I would be talking and sort of like I could glance at you or I could glance away.
Yeah.
But now I'm staring right into your eyes.
I feel like you're looking into my soul.
I am.
A little bit.
I am. So you're probably wondering why we asked you here today.
This is creepy.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be awesome. It's creepy.
And the first question we have for you is, Mark,
I'd say.
what is the Cartridge Club?
Oh, the Cartridge Club. Man, I should have an answer for this by now.
You should have an answer for this.
It's just a club.
No,
It's an online gaming community. If you like video games, this is the spot for you. CartridgeClub.org. It's a bunch of content creators, a bunch of game lovers, podcast lovers, people who make podcasts, people who make videos, all that sort of stuff. Just head to CartridgeClub.org. Get in on the fun.
So this show started. We both said the word weekly. What is Cartridge Club Weekly?
It's just a week in the life of two Cartridge Clubbers, me and you.
Oh,
Yeah, just what we've been up to.
Just a
and,
couple of bros.
Yeah. Maybe we'll cover some announcements going on in the club, answer some club questions, that kind of thing. Get a peek into the club.
What are we going to put in between club announcements and answering questions? I mean, just dead air? Just sit and stare?
Just what we've been doing.
Oh.
I actually said that first, but I forgot that came after announcements.
That's okay. No one expects you to know the
Wait,
format
our
of the show.
announcements first?
Yeah.
Announcements. We should probably sandwich that in between the interesting stuff.
And we should make people really stick it out to listen.
Yeah.
We should definitely change the format again.
Yeah.
It's only been 4 different formats.
Yeah, no wonder I can't keep up.
In 5 weeks. We're not going to do that. We're going to start with announcements.
Why don't we start with our top 5?
That's what we're going to start with. So, top 5 this week. We asked a question on Twitter because we both played a lot of I Am Setsuna recently.
Yeah, we both beat it, right?
Setsuna.
You finished it, right?
I did finish it, yeah.
Okay, good.
And so we asked the question, what are your top 5 Squaresoft? What are you doing?
I want to read the
Why
chat.
are you reading the chat like you're in a halo from a motorcycle
I can't
accident?
see it. I don't want to turn my
just
head
kidding.
from the mic.
Nobody gets in a halo from a motorcycle accident. You don't survive those.
No, that is true. Make sure you sign your donor cards, please.
Yeah. So we asked, what are your top 5 favorite JRPGs made by Squaresoft? A lot of responses from a lot of people.
Dude, you got a ton of responses.
Yeah, it was fun. A lot of Chrono Triggers, a lot of Final Fantasy 6s, a couple of Star Oceans.
Yeah, especially because you put Square Enix, so it's not even like just Square, it's Square Enix. So
Pam threw a Parasite Eve at us out of left field.
You know what, though? It's funny. It would have been in my top 5. Are we counting that?
We're going to do our top 5.
Yeah, but are we counting that as a JRPG?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so that might make it.
The way I looked at it was, if somebody wants to write a game on this list, because I think one guy wrote...
Yeah, no, they can write
Legend
whatever
of
they want.
Dragoon,
I meant us.
which isn't even Square.
No, but it should be.
I'm giving it to him because it's a JRPG. You know, he took the time to write the tweet.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to him.
If they had said Lost Odyssey, I'd be like, yeah, all right.
This is
Sure.
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 Should have been Square.
Yeah.
So, what are your top 5? You want to go 1 for 1? Or you just want to drop them all?
Yeah, let's do 1 for 1.
All right.
Yeah, we'll start on 5, right?
All right.
All right. Let's see if any of ours match up.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't even make a list. I'm just gonna go off the top of the head here. So.
Wow. Number 5, Super Mario RPG.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. I'll take that too.
Now, you know what? This would have been Parasite Eve, but I'm not counting it.
Okay. Okay.
But it would have been Parasite Eve.
Okay.
Super Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Played it when it first came out.
Yep.
I played it for the club.
Yep.
Within, I think it was the 3rd episode we ever did.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, still holds up.
Dean said, "Let's play this game. It's one of my favorites." We said, "Okay, Dean, you're in charge."
Yeah. Dean wasn't on that month, was he? He
He
was on Silent Hill.
Yeah, he really wanted to be on that month. He said, if there's a game I should be on, it's Super Mario RPG.
Right.
It's my favorite game. Can I please be on that one? And at that time, we were like, no.
We're big league.
Yeah.
This is
episode
Fitnat coming
3.
on. Fitnat's coming on. We got to make room.
It's the only show Fitnet's ever been on.
Fitnat, I love you, man.
That is the
You
only.
should be on every episode.
Because afterwards, he was like, you guys are such hams. I'm not coming to any more shows. I will happily come to the chat and chuck shit at you guys, but I am not coming to any more shows. Get your shit together. 5 years later, we're hoping maybe by the last show we do,
we're squeezing Fitnat in. No worries about that. Don't worry about Fitnat.
So my number 5 also Super Mario RPG. What a coincidence.
Yeah, are you just saying that? You're making it up.
I know my top 3, so that's all that matters.
All right, I'll just move on then. All right, Xenoblade Chronicles is not Square.
No, is it on your list?
Not on.
Listen,
not
if I'm
on
giving
this
Legend of Dragoon, I'll give you that one. We were even taking games published by Square. I'll even take a game that has a square appear in the game.
Final Fantasy VI is my number 4.
What?
Yeah.
Get out.
I think that's in your top 3. Is it in your top 2?
Yeah.
What?
No, it's number 3.
Yeah, okay. So I'm one off from you, one different.
That's a big difference, though.
Yeah, but you don't have 8 in yours, so.
No, you're right.
Actually, you don't have 7 either. Anyway.
I might.
All right, so yeah, Final Fantasy VI is my number 4.
Wow.
Great game, still holds up. Made it to the SNES Classic. That must say something.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the characters in it.
My number 4 is Final Fantasy VII.
Oh.
Despite the fact that I wouldn't go back and replay it now due to my intense hate of polygons and potato graphics.
Why do you even have this in your top?
Because it was a big deal at the time when I
for
played
you,
it.
or
and
for...
I have never gone back to it. I've never played it again.
Oh,
so I still, in my mind, it's still that perfect little moment, right? I haven't gone back like I did with Metal Gear Solid and ruined everything.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. All right.
Don't read the chat.
Well, I got my Halo on. All right. You're just gonna have to tell me what's going on in the chat because I cannot read it tonight.
Read it either. This is great.
What were we thinking?
I don't know. Can't wait for answers.
I'm putting it on my phone.
Do it.
All right. Next up, Super Mario 64. Not really, but that is next on my list. But my next Square game would be...
You're going through your
this is my top
CC
100. I'm just looking for Square games. So it would have been Parasite Eve, but
No.
but it was Super Mario RPG after that, so I went with that. Right below Super Mario RPG was actually Chrono Trigger.
Wow.
So there's an honorable mention.
Do you have Chrono Trigger? Oh, okay, below. Got it.
Yeah. It's not a very great
All
game. Right. It's got really pretty graphics and good combat. All right. Let's see.
It's a good thing we can't see the chat.
They're all so mad.
Rob's calling me right now.
Next up would be Final Fantasy 4.
Wow! Oh my goodness!
/2.
I gotta. So we're taking auditions for the new host of CC Weekly. The only qualification is you have to be able to sit in a room with me for at least an hour.
Dude, Final Fantasy 4 being, first of all, it's number 3 on my top 100 of all time.
Yeah.
It's number 3 for top 5 Square RPGs.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good ranking.
Number 3 for me is Final Fantasy VI.
Okay, fair enough.
Arguably the best RPG on the Super Nintendo.
What
is arguable?
Wait, I thought you liked... Yeah, I guess you could argue it.
I prefer the other one, but 3 is clearly a better game.
Okay.
It is. It's a better game in almost every way, but I prefer
I suppose.
the one that's going to be my number 1.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is a better game.
I'm okay with saying the fact that just because it's my favorite, I know it's not the best.
I wonder if nostalgia is the only reason I like 4.
Take, for example, Jennifer Love Hewitt. She was my favorite cast member from Party of 5, but she is clearly not the best cast member from Party of 5.
Dude, did you hear what happened to, what's her name?
Nev Campbell?
No, the one that just had, like...
Lacey Chabert?
Domestic violence.
No.
Might have been Heather Locklear, maybe?
Okay, yeah.
I think that's 90210, though, isn't it?
No, Heather Locklear would have been Melrose Place.
Melrose Place, that's it. Yeah. So she's had some... she's in a rough place. All right, anyway, so number 3... Well, I just did 3, right? Yeah, 3 was number 4.
What's going on?
What?
Must he said something here. You keep going. Keep going. What's your number 2?
All right, number 2.
Are you putting that on your phone? Because I'm just going to take this.
I can put it on my phone. Yeah, I can't look at that anyway. You might as well take it. Final Fantasy... Actually, what do you think my number 2 is? This is a tough one.
Final Fantasy 7.
I could easily say that these are tied. I could say 1 and 2 are exactly the same in ranking.
Right.
I'm going to have to put 8 at number 2, only because it's only so recently been launched this high on my list, and 7 has held it for so long that I can't say 100% yet whether it's 1 or 2 yet. So I'm just going to say 2 now, but it could very easily be 1, which is Final Fantasy 7 at the moment. So between Final Fantasy 7 and 8, they are my top 1 and 2 favorite games of all time. Yes. Number 4 is Super Mario World.
All right. So my number 2 is Secret of Evermore.
What? Get out of here.
What?
That top Square? Oh, God.
So you sold your entire collection of games, right?
Yeah, except for the ones that were damaged by our dog.
Do you still own a copy of Secret of Evermore?
Yes, the one that was damaged.
I'm just answer the questions that I'm asking you.
I answered it.
Just as like court. I don't need extra stuff for the jury. You sold all of your games from your you sold almost all of your games from your collection.
I sold every game I could. Yes.
You kept a copy of Secret of Evermore.
I sold every game I could.
Right. But you still own a copy of Secret of Evermore?
I do still own a copy of Secret Evermore.
All right. There
because
we go.
That's
not what I'm asking. I'm not asking why you own the copy. I'm just pointing out that you still own a copy of this game that is my number 2 Square RPG.
I don't even know if it works. It's heavily damaged.
Yep.
Hey, I just sold Dune the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, like that had been on Kijiji forever. I forgot it was on there. Some guy just messaged me.
He was like, hey, can I have your Dune?
I need Dune.
I think I would have bought that, actually.
That guy drove an hour to get Dune.
And my number 1 is obviously Final Fantasy 4/2.
It's a good one.
Because it's the most nostalgic game for me.
Yeah.
And it's the birthplace of the club, which means a lot.
Yeah, people don't know that. Some people don't know that. I mean, people who listen.
We talk about it a lot. Most people know that.
I suppose you're right. But it wasn't our first game of the club, so it's kind of like, what are they talking about?
Yeah. All right, so that's our top 5 Square/Enix JRPGs.
Are you going to answer or respond to the...
It was my mic. Apparently, my mic still wasn't good.
No, that's not what I mean. I was going to say, are you going to read like the responses we got on Twitter?
No, there was a lot of responses.
Man, there was a lot of responses. It was just great.
Yeah, a lot of responses. It was good to see. A lot of discussion on there.
Yeah, a lot of wrong answers.
I wouldn't say that.
Just kidding. It's all personal opinion.
So Musty confirmed my mic is good now, or it's better now.
I'm looking forward
I don't know why that keeps happening.
To trying Kingdom Hearts. I've seen a lot of Kingdom Hearts on those lists, dude.
I'm looking forward to stuff.
I can't wait to try that.
So,
okay, how do I find
now we're going to do club
channel?
announcements.
All right, club announcements.
So, first announcement, we are playing, it's a new month. It's March.
Is it?
Yeah, March 1st.
Holy Toledo.
We'll be
Happy
tomorrow.
March, everyone.
We are playing, so this Friday we're recording the podcast for Odin Sphere. As of tonight, after this show,
I can see the chat now.
The CC Portable Game of the Month show will go live immediately following this on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play.
Portable is?
Portable, yep. Oh. The podcast from February on Metroid Fusion.
Nice.
And then in March for Prime, we're playing, what's that game? It's by Naughty Dog. Uncharted 4, Drake's Infection. Is that what it's called?
No.
Isn't that? It's the game. It's the Drake game with the zombies. The zombie Drake game. What's that called?
Undead Nightmare?
Undeaded.
You got to start
Uncharted.
You got to be more
dead.
clear.
Oh, it's The Last of Us. That's right.
Oh, we're doing Last
It's The Last of Us.
I thought this was Kingdom Hearts month.
No, that's next month. It's
April.
Yeah.
I know it's Last of Us month. Just kidding, Ryan. And anybody else who loves it. We beat Last of Us. We played through Last of Us. You know, you got a poster of Last of Us behind you?
Right there. Right here's a poster of Last of Us right here. The collector's edition for PS3
Not funny, Ryan.
is in this closet.
Yeah.
So that's coming up in
collector's
March.
edition. Remember I said I sold everything I could?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Although I do still have it.
So that's what we're doing on Prime. But over at Portable, they're doing craziness. Or you might even say what they're doing is madness. This March.
Not following. March Madness? They're doing like a basketball game?
They are doing the DS, 3DS, and you can play any game you want from those consoles.
Which game, though?
I believe it's any game. You pick a game, you play it, you go over to the forums at www.cartridgeclub.org.
How am I supposed to play if I'm not told what to play?
You pick a game you want to play. You pick.
So I sold my DSs.
Oh my goodness! Did
gone.
you really?
They're gone.
And GBA? I don't think it's GBA as well.
Oh, GBA as well. It's both.
Oh, as long as you play it on a DS.
Right.
Got it.
Which you could just say you did.
Got it. Jay, you
ain't fooling no one.
So
I don't think I have a GBA anymore either.
Pick a game, play a game, because a lot of people are like, "Oh man, I gotta play the games the month you pick." Well, now you can pick, so the selection is wide open. So everybody in the club has a reason to join in, because you can't say I don't like the game, because it's whatever game you want to play.
I don't get it. You can pick a game that you want to play any month. Why wouldn't they pick a game to play? You can pick your own game whenever you want. How's that a club?
Listen, we're supposed to hype this up for Curtis.
I'm just kidding. It's going to be awesome. What a great idea. Pick whatever you want.
It is a great idea.
Everybody's playing along this month as long as they're playing on those consoles.
But it's a good idea because you can go and you can write about it on the forums. You can give a little summary of what you played, give your review on it, even record an audio version of what you did on it. Send it to Curtis. He's going to incorporate this big March Madness show of all these different reviews of all these different games and consoles.
He better get a good co-host. That's going to be quite the show.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do.
That's going to be
I
heavy.
guess technically everyone is the co-host.
No.
Anybody who writes a review does a review.
Yeah, I guess.
Check with Curtis on that audio thing. I don't know if he's actually taking audio reviews. You can use saves. If you can find a DS that uses save states, go ahead.
You can get an emulator. Sure, why not?
So anyway,
do it up,
March
Jay.
Madness. Definitely
It's
get into
madness.
that.
You can do whatever you want.
Well, gonna be a great time. What other announcements do we have?
Oh, you put up the Sega video, I think.
Last Sega video finally up.
That just came out of the blue.
So stop sending me messages.
Hey, what spot was Toe Jam and Earl at?
Didn't make the list.
Toe Jam and Earl was not in the top 50 Sega?
No. Oh, and so we're doing this top 5 from now. This is just starting the show with the top 5 is a new thing.
I love it. Stole it. Thanks to Josh.
Yeah, we stole it. So as soon as we announced last week there was a new thing, I actually got a text message from you've heard me refer to Jay, my friend Jay from work.
Yeah, he's in the chat right
I
now.
won't be calling him my friend anymore.
Why
because today at work I saw him and I was so excited to see him that I stopped the vehicle and I honked the horn and I waved.
Wow, that's
and he
nice.
sort of cut his eyes at me
Yeah.
and sniffed
Oh.
and then turned away from me and walked to the other side
Yeah,
of the
no,
parking
that makes
lot.
sense. Yeah.
And then when one of the guys who's with him realized, they're like, "Oh, hey, that's Sean." They tapped him and they said, "I saw them mouth my name." Then he did this, and he pulled out a smoke and he lit it and he completely ignored me. So now we're just gonna call him.
I don't believe
now
it.
instead of saying my friend Jay, we're just gonna call him Jay from work. Anyway, Jay from work sent us a list of the top 5 reasons that CC
from
Weekly will not be on next week.
Oh.
Number 5, P2 got lost in his gaming closet, and P1 is forming a team of experts to go find him.
It's not that big.
Number 4, P1 is editing the last Sega Top 10 video. Joke's on you, it's already up.
Yeah,
And
you
I'll-
showed
And
him.
I'll never edit another video that involves Sega again.
Take that Jay from work.
Number 3, the bros got into a knife fight while doing some research in Thailand.
That actually happened.
Research.
But we're back.
Number 2, P1 is in a catatonic state caused by an overdose of dog happiness. I
That
wish.
also actually happened.
And lastly, P2 has been quarantined due to an outbreak of a rare bacterial infection that affects the colon.
Dude, that is not funny.
That's not a joke.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Um,
That'll eat your butt.
yeah,
That's butt eater.
that is. So one more announcement that I can think of. Can you think of any?
No Toe Jam and Earl on the list.
No Toad Jam. That's not really an announcement.
I'm announcing it, so you know.
Nightbot's here. Nightbot never snubs me.
What up, Nightbot? You forgot to mention that Jay actually spit first before.
Yeah, that's right.
Before he stabbed you.
That's right. So one more announcement. This is a big one. So
Oh my God. No,
what?
I'm not ready for this announcement.
You don't want to do this one?
All right, go ahead.
I gotta do it.
I gotta take a sip.
I found out today that there is a 95. So everybody, you may be aware that I am getting ready to deploy
This is like a double announcement,
in July.
triple announcement, really.
July 12th was my rough date for my deployment. So it turns out that before the deployment, you have to do this thing where you pretend to be at war so you can find out if you're good at being at war.
Yes.
And that is happening. So I'll be gone that period of time, pretending to be in the Navy.
In the Navy.
And then I'll come home, and I'll be home for about a week or so, and then another short sail, and then gone in July. So the rest of the year for me is pretty broken up. I'm going to be gone quite a bit.
Speaking of broken up,
yeah.
this guy.
Oh, yeah, Mark's upset that I'm going to be gone.
Yeah. Well, at least not
So-
till July, right? No.
No. So because I'm going to be gone for 6 months from July until February 2019,
And because. Anyway, carry on.
that would leave the Cartridge Club Prime Game of the Month down a host. Now, the last time I deployed, Mark was without child.
That's true.
And had a little
For
bit
most
more,
of it.
had a little bit more time and was able to handle it on his own. This time we talked about it, and it would be best for him and best for the club to get the attention that it needs and the effort and energy that it needs if we stepped down as hosts of Cartridge Club Prime.
We're passing the reins.
Yeah.
We're breathing some new life.
Yeah. So the effective,
Into the
the
Game of the Month
official
club.
effective date will be the start of season 6
Yes.
with your new hosts in September.
Yes. Are we announcing who they are yet?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Those hosts are also going to fill in for May this year.
Yeah.
Which would be Halo.
Big month.
As well, they're going to grab July this year because I'll be gone
Right,
for all of
right.
June and most of July. So we will host
June.
Odin Sphere this month, Last of Us next month, Kingdom Hearts the month after, and Then we'll have Axiom Verge that we'll do in June.
Right.
And we'll record early, but we'll be hosting the last official show in August.
Are we hosting it, or are we just guests?
I think we'll be guests, and they'll host.
Right.
And actually, I have to reach out to who I want the third guest to be. Surprise! Spoiler: he's only ever been on Super Mario RPG. So.
Oh, is that Slightly Livid? No, he was on 2. Slightly Livid was on 2, and that's been on 1.
Yeah. So the new hosts of Cartridge Club Prime, they're going to change a few things up. Their format. I think they're going to record through a different format than us. I think it's going to be video as well as audio. Mm-hmm. It's two members one of them who's been with the club almost since the beginning, and one who's a little newer. And guys who have done it before, guys who are excited to do it. And as soon as we talked about us stepping down, they were the first 2 names we thought of.
Yes. And they make a good duo, too. So.
They do, yeah. So it's going to be Musty Hobbit and Ryan Gorman. It's Rocket Sauce. They're going to be taking over as the hosts of Cartridge Club Prime.
Thank God.
Yeah.
The people are cheering right now.
So all of those people, everybody who was like, all right, you know what? I don't know how much more of these bros I can handle. I'm going to go ahead and stop listening to this. Musty and Ryan are taking over. They've got some good ideas. They're going to do a great job.
Oh hell yeah!
They've hosted extras. They've hosted Prime shows.
Yeah.
So they already know the Game Awards.
Yeah, and the podcast award, whatever they were called.
So we're really excited.
CC Awards. We're
really grateful to them. Because we initially planned for them to
we should have told Ryan about this.
Oh, yeah, Ryan. So we initially planned for them to take over in, like August, September to be that turnover. Mm-hmm. But when my sailing schedule amped up, they were eager right away to jump on and say, you know what, we can
like getting a test run. Yeah, they're going to get a test run in, what is it, April, May.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's...
May they're going to start.
Yeah, so that's
so
cool.
It's really exciting. We're really happy. So now, what does this mean for us? We're done. We're leaving the club. We're gonna delete all. No, I'm kidding. That's not happening. We're still gonna be engaged on Twitter. We're still going to attempt to do weeklies while I'm gone. We're probably gonna call them portlies. Because we'll record them while I'm in port, not because I'm round. And we're also going to attempt to do. I'm going to attempt to edit some review videos. I'm gonna try and get back into review videos
while you're on the boat.
Yeah, I'm taking the MacBook.
Nice.
And I'm going to use Dean's written reviews as scripts.
That is genius.
Yeah. So
this
I talked
is
to
good
Dean about it.
thinking.
So we are still going to be involved. I'm going to try and get more involved in the forums. We're going to stay very active.
Yeah, because you always like the editing part.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
So we are still going to be around the club. We're still going to be part of the club. Just those guys are going to be hosting that show.
Yeah. I'm not going to be around very much.
We know that.
I'll be around less than I am now, which is not much.
Thanks. You're really putting a positive spin on this for everyone.
I'll still be around.
Can you think of any other announcements?
Hard to top that. We're going to Video Games Live soon. That'll be fun.
Yep, that's really more of a what have you been up to. Let's roll into that segment. So that's it
Let's
for
do
club
it.
announcements. Oh, no, wait. Cartridge Con, 2 more announcements.
Right.
Cartridge Con in Chicago.
Oh, and yes.
Go ahead and book your rooms. The link is going to pop up in chat here in a second from one of the guys who's going to give it.
Boom.
So go ahead, book your rooms for Cartridge Con. Going to be a big gathering of club members there. As well, if you're in the Midwest Gaming Classic area, if you're around the Milwaukee area,
the what?
There's going to be a Cartridge Club panel at the Midwest Gaming Classic.
What?
I'm booking my flight tonight.
That's huge.
Yeah, and
big panel.
Dean Lasagna is going to be there. The Q Dogs are going to be there.
It's going to be quite the show.
I think
it'll be the biggest.
I think Julian's going to be there. So if you haven't had a chance to meet Julian Vega yet, he's going to be there.
Yeah.
It's a good time. And if you live in Canada, round trip flight to Milwaukee is only like $350.
Round trip? Can't beat that.
No, you really can't.
Plus, there's lots of people
it's cheaper
going.
than flying to Montreal.
That is bizarre.
It's maddening. There's also lots of other people going that I haven't mentioned. And due to my sailing schedule, I will confirm to be in Norfolk in May. So Trav, Jake, and Duke, let's hook up.
I like the sounds of that.
Yeah.
Not the hook. Not the hook.
Okay, so that's it for announcements. Now we're going to talk about pop music.
Everybody talk about.
No, we're going to talk about what we do. So, Mark, what have you been up to this week?
What have I been up to? Oh, I beat Odyssey. Did we talk about that yet?
No.
I got creds. Got creds in Odyssey. My wife said, you know what? We haven't really been playing Mario. If you want to finish it, go right ahead. We were almost at the end, it turns out.
Oh, no way.
Not a long game. Not as long as I was expecting.
Like the end? Did you get both secret worlds?
No, I'm just at credits. Just credits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is there only 2 secret? Anyway, don't say anything. Yeah, I feel like there's not that many worlds. But, like I said, I'm just at creds. I'm now like in the... Is this spoilers if I say... I'm in the world you go to right after credits. Although you get to see a sneak peek of it beforehand, so it's not really much of a spoiler.
Okay.
But yeah, no. It's a good game. It's not in my top 3 Mario games, but I am enjoying it. Might be in top 4. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, no. Dude, there's one boss, and I'm like, what is this a Mario game? What is this?
What boss?
You know,
I didn't see all the bosses.
he's big and scary, and it ain't Bowser.
Nope.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to show you later.
All right.
It's a dragon. It's a huge, scary dragon.
Oh, yeah. Where you gotta jump, grab his head, and pull the spikes out of his face.
Yeah. How did you not know what I was talking about then?
Because I don't know. Because I'm not a little bitch, and that didn't scare me.
It doesn't look like anything that's ever been in a Mario game ever, including this game. And he shows up out of nowhere.
Yoshi's a dragon.
No. Oh my God. This looks like it should have been in Dark Souls. But yeah, holy cow. Super cool. Yeah. I've been listening to what is it? Jump Up Superstar. What's the name of the?
Oh yeah,
is that the name of the song?
That's it. Jump Up Superstar.
Oh, okay, all right.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Great song though. Yeah. Happy to get credits. Happy to continue on just looking for moons and stuff. Getting the moons I don't find nearly as rewarding as getting a star in previous games though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Just they're everywhere.
How does that make you feel?
They're everywhere. It just doesn't feel like I've accomplished anything. I love the challenge ones. I love the scarecrow ones in particular.
Right.
I love those type of segments. I wish it was just I would play a game of just those challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they should do that. Why wouldn't they do that?
It's called Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
No. Although great example of them taking something go to the game and just.
How do you feel about the fact that 120 of the moons you have to get, you have to just buy?
I don't really get. Is it 120?
I think so.
That's silly.
Yeah. There's 999 moons, and you have to purchase 120 of them.
What's the
like
point of it then?
I don't know. It was frustrating.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, yeah. Can you buy unlimited? You can't buy unlimited moons.
Yeah, you can just keep buying them all, and then the ones that you find just don't add more.
Are you serious?
Like a heart attack.
That is bizarre. A lot of bizarre things about this game.
Do you have the skeleton costume yet?
I don't wear any costumes.
It's adorbs.
I wear a Mario costume exclusively.
Okay.
They switched me to my wedding.
You don't wear the swim costume to swim faster?
No, it doesn't make you swim faster.
It does.
No.
The flippers make you swim faster.
I don't think so.
Dude, go do it. Go home. Swim around in your dumpy old Mario costume.
Well, let me just ask the
then put on
chat.
your flipper costume with the little ring. That's not how it works. It's not Siri.
Hey, chat. Does flipper costume make me swim faster?
All right, somebody just type yes because it does.
Yeah. Oh, this is what I found, Joey.
Joey Atlas.
Confirmed it does not.
Cartridge Club says yes, it does.
Confirmed.
Seiji says yes, it does.
All right, if Seiji says it, then it's true.
Yeah. So you've been playing a lot of Mario.
I thought none of the costumes were supposed to affect any movement in the game.
No, they do. There's a couple others that do other things.
Oh, I don't
They're not
like
just
that.
cosmetic.
Don't like it.
This isn't Overwatch.
It should be cosmetic.
Speaking of Overwatch, there's a new Overwatch character.
Can you find the flipper costume in the level, or do you have to go buy it with coins?
I think you have to, I don't know. I don't know. I'll unlock everything with amiibos.
There are many things I don't like about this game.
Look to your left. Count to 120. That's how I unlock things.
But overall, it is fun jumping around and stuff. I just wish the moons meant more. Or I wish the game was more challenging, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But anyway,
let me know when you have 999 moons, and then tell me how challenging the game was.
But that's the thing is, it's not a fun challenge. It's a grind. I don't want to grind.
But right now you're going, yeah, I beat the main game, but it was too easy.
No,
I beat the part they designed for kids, but it was too easy.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that getting these moons will be a grind. It won't be fun.
How do you know? You haven't started getting them yet.
I have.
Some of them are a lot of fun. Now, the one that is a grind is when you got to do the race with the balloon guys.
Okay, sure. No, see, that sounds like I would probably enjoy it.
No, it sucks.
Stomping on a shiny spot on the ground and getting a moon.
Yeah,
that's a grind. Yeah. But anyway, that's just me. Like I said, I'm the harder ones to get. All right, I love. But anyway, let's carry on. What have you been doing?
So game-wise, I beat I Am Setsuna.
That's huge. When are we going to talk about the spoilers?
We can talk about Setsuna now if you want. I'd like to do non-spoilers first.
All right, before we get to Setsuna, let's cover everything else we've been doing, and then we'll finish with Setsuna.
Okay.
All
right. And then we have a little warning for people that we can flash on the screen, so anybody who doesn't want to hear it can just mute. And when we're done the Setsuna spoiler portion, I'll drop that. So
what are the people listening?
I'm going to edit in Setsuna Spoilers End at minute whatever. Because I'm considerate.
Well done.
Or I'm not going to do that, and they're just going to get screwed. So, Odin Sphere. I've been playing a lot. I've been playing a lot of Odin Sphere.
Yeah,
and
I know you have.
It's my favorite game. I actually messaged.
Right, I seen a tweet that you sent out.
Yeah, it's my favorite game we've played for the club. We've played 54 games for the club. This is my favorite one.
You're killing me,
dude. We have such different tastes. I have had so much fun with this. I'm on the epilogue of Fate, which is Velvet. Every character that I play, I'm like, now this is for the show tomorrow, so I don't really want to spoil it. But every character, there's 5 different characters, and every time I play a new one, I'm like, oh man, I gotta learn this new character. Because like I played Gwendolyn, I loved her. She's a Valkyrie. She's got this spear that's a cipher, and she rocks, and she's flying through the sky, and she's dipping and whirling, and she's stabbing right fast.
That's the one I played some of.
She's awesome. And then they switch you to Cornelius. And Cornelius is a little puka, which is a little bunny rabbit with a sword. Okay. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I got to play as this puka, this bunny rabbit with a sword. And then you go through the prologue.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, he moves all right. And then you start playing Act 1, and it's like, or Chapter 1, it's like, this guy's awesome. By the end of it, I'm like, I love Cornelius. I'm never going to love anybody else. I'm like a high school girl who keeps breaking up with guys. Or a high school boy who keeps wishing he was dating girls and likes different ones.
Okay.
And it's like everyone is like, I'm never gonna like anybody else more than I like Cornelius. Yeah. And then I move, Cornelius moves away because her parents are in the Navy. And then it's like, okay, now you have to play as Mercedes. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want to play as Mercedes. I don't like. Oh man, I love Mercedes. I'm never gonna love anyone as much as I love Mercedes. So each character for me is going through this spectrum.
Maybe you should save this for the podcast.
So now I'm on Velvet, and it's like she's the bad. I'm like I'm playing, and she moves like a dancer, and she's whirling and she's twirling. And it's like she's like the angel of death. She's out there, and she's so graceful and beautiful, and this is amazing. And anyway, I'm almost done that. I'm really, really enjoying it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it sounds like you're enjoying it.
It's a good time.
I couldn't get past. Anyway, we'll move on.
Save that for the show.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, because I will be gushing so much.
It is a gorgeous game. You know what else was gorgeous? What was that?
Muramasa?
Muramasa,
Dragon's Crown.
Dragon's Crown, gorgeous.
Princess Crown.
I will never say anything bad about the graphics.
Grimoire.
In any of their
Grand
games.
Knight Historia.
I don't know. You sure?
I'm just naming Vanillaware games.
They're gorgeous games, man. The way that they do art, yeah, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah. So I've been playing that and Setsuna. Where I was wrapping up my week with my dogs.
Okay, cool.
Let me tell you this story. All right, I got a story for you.
I love stories.
So I was walking my dogs this week. It was my last day of vacation. This was 2 days ago.
Yep.
Tuesday, last day of 11-day vacation. I had spent most of the vacation covered in dog. I'm on the sofa. They're on my lap. I'm in bed. They're on my chest.
I've seen it.
I go to the bathroom. They're right there with me. I have pictures of them everywhere, all over me. Just completely surrounded by dogs for 11 days.
Yep.
Anybody who doesn't have dogs and is wondering why their life is so full of stress, get a dog. Stress gone.
Oh, wow.
There's a reason they use them as service pets.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
So the last day of vacation, I said, you know what? I'm going to take these two on a nice walk. I'm going to walk from our house down to EB Games. It's a couple of kilometers.
That's a big walk.
And then I'm going to trade in Super Lucky's Tail and Arms for the Switch. Spoiler, I traded in Arms.
Did you get any money?
I got $53 for the pair.
Nice.
And I said, I'm going to buy The Last of Us remastered. Ryan convinced me that, you know what, maybe you should replay it. I know you played it a while ago, but give it another shot. Try out the remastered version, see what you think. Yeah. So I was like, all right, you know what, Ryan, you make a good point. And I like to spend money, so I'll do this.
You do, yes.
So I walk the dogs down.
Yep.
They're on their leash. Now, my dogs are fairly well behaved.
Chris knows where this is going.
Yeah, that's right. He knows. They're fairly well behaved, so they're in a heel. Yep. We get to stoplights. They stop. They sit. They wait.
Yep.
But we're always training. We're always working to make them better. We're always everything. Anytime there's a distraction, it's an opportunity for them to do the right thing. So if we're stopped and we're sitting and a stranger comes up to them, I need them to hold it sit. Because they can't just jump up on people.
Yeah.
Because they could jump up on a kid. They could jump up on Avery and hurt her. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we're always training. And
makes sense.
Anytime I'm around people, I try and tell them, just leave them be. I'm training. Please don't jump in there.
Just one sec. Seiji has confirmed swimming costume does not make you swim faster.
All right. You put it on. You tell me.
Thank you, Seiji. So you're at the stop light.
I make it all the way to EB Games.
Oh, you made it all the way?
I get there.
Oh.
The manager at EB Games is very friendly.
Are you allowed to bring the dogs into that store?
I always have.
Oh.
I don't know if we're allowed, but I bring them in. No one ever stops me. The manager loves them. She loves dogs.
Perfect.
So I bring them in. She's like, oh, can I pet them? I'm like, yeah, of course you can. I brought them down to see you. So she pets them. She talks them.
Yeah.
I ask. They don't have Last of Us. There's only 2 copies in all of Nova Scotia.
Wow.
So it's canceled for new. You can't buy it new at EB Games.
Wow.
And used, there's only 2 copies in the whole province.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, it is ridiculous.
Is it because it's that desirable?
Yeah, she said they can't keep it on shelves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, then why would they
discontinue it?
Yeah, I
because
guess
Sony hates money.
well, EB Games makes more money off the used, so they're probably thinking.
Yeah, right on. Thanks, Sony.
Yeah.
So anyway, they don't have the game. I trade my stuff in. I get a gift card. We put the cash on it. I say, you know what? One of the copies is in Chain Lake. I'll get it there. I'll get it. Mm-hmm. Start walking the dogs home. But I say to myself, you know what? They've been really good so far. There was customers in this store that didn't go near them. They ignored them. I'm going to take them into Pet Value, and I'm going to get them a treat, one of those little beef rounds. So I take them. It's just a dehydrated. Shut up.
I take
them in. I get them when I bring them outside. I give them one to each of them. They sit and they start eating it. Mm-hmm. So Shadow's got hers, and she's like sort of chomping it down on one side, and they're on the sidewalk.
Yep.
And I moved away from the door to the pet store because I know a lot of pets come in and out.
Yeah,
so I moved away from the door, like a good distance. So Cooper's got his, and he's like, it's on the ground, and he flips it in the air, and he sort of jumps around it, and he flips it again, and he jumps around because he's an asshole.
He's excited. He's
excited. He's like, all right, I got a beef round, beef round.
I do the same thing with McDoubles.
He's flipping, So this woman I see this woman coming towards the pet store. She's got 2 dogs. Mm-hmm. They look like that. Remember the dog Benji from TV years ago?
Yes.
It's like a beige
That's
sort of
new Netflix
scraggly.
Benji.
Yeah, it's like a beige, scraggly looking dog.
I get it.
So she's coming towards me with these 2 dogs. Yeah. No, I would say scraggly.
All right. All right.
And she's walking towards me, and so Shadow is a unique breed. So anytime people see her, they always comment on it.
Yes.
I've gotten used to it at this point, and I just, I tell them what she is and yada yada. Mm-hmm. So she says, oh, she's cute. What is she? She'll straight on catalog. She said, what's the curly one? So he's a Yorkie poo. And she said, oh, does that mean he's mixed with a poodle? And at this, she's still walking towards me, and they're sort of focused on their treats. And at this point, they notice, oh, there's 2 more dogs coming. Mm. So if
your dogs notice?
Yeah. So if you're not a dog owner, something you don't know, and if you are a dog owner and you don't know this is something you should know. Yeah. Dogs should never meet new strange dogs on leash.
Oh.
If you have a dog on leash and they have a dog on leash, being on leash is actually it can be very stressful for dogs to meet other dogs because they're restrained.
Yeah, yeah.
So they so their dogs are coming closer. So Shadow is very calm most of the time. She's super relaxed. Yep. So she's just standing there, and she's already eaten her treat, so she doesn't have anything to worry about.
Right.
Well, Cooper's treat is behind him, and there's 2 new dogs coming.
Oh boy.
So he starts getting a little amped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's barking a bit. He's starting to pull at his leash. He's ignoring my commands to calm down.
Right.
So the woman
wants to protect his beef round.
The woman keeps coming towards me, and she was like, "Does that mean he's mixed with a poodle?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's a Yorkie and a poodle mix." And she's like, "Oh, I don't know what a Yorkie is." I said, "It's a Yorkshire Terrier," and she's still coming towards me. Yeah. And I said, "Ma'am," I said, "Could you stop?" She said, "Oh, they just want to meet. My dog likes to meet other dogs." I said, "Okay, I understand that, but my dogs shouldn't meet on leash. Yeah. It can be stressful." Yeah. She's still walking towards me, and she says, "Well, maybe you could just pick the little one up." And that's what I normally do is I pick one up if he's not. I said, "I'm not going to pick my dog up, lady. Yeah. Stop walking towards me."
Yeah.
And she was like, "They just want to meet. I just want my dogs to meet." I said, so at this point, I cursed at her.
Yeah. What did you say?
And I'm not going to curse on the show. And I said, "I don't know what you don't get.
Yeah.
But I don't want our dogs to meet.
Yeah.
I'm leaving." So then I turned. I gave them the heel command. They healed up, and we walked away. Yeah. And then she was behind me, and I could hear her saying, "Oh, there's no cause for that." And so then I turned, and I said, "Clearly there was cause for it, because when I politely asked you and explained to you why not, you kept coming towards me like an inconsiderate cow."
Oh, my God. Before you go on, I'm worried. Did Cooper get his beef round?
Yeah, he picked it up.
Okay.
He walked to it, yeah.
All right.
So we left. So we're walking away. I'm like, man, what is with people? I don't get it.
Yeah.
So we're walking,
people are the worst.
And we're crossing the street. We're at those lights across from Quickway.
Yeah.
And I stop.
It's funny that you chose Quickway.
And I see, but we're on the other side.
Okay.
And I see 2 women crossing the street. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to stay back far enough from the intersection so that they can
just keep going.
They can. It's a harder word than F. So that they can walk through the intersection without interrupting. So I set the dogs. So they sit. They're calm. These women come over. I see them. One of them turns. She's got Vicks, pulling Vicks out of her pocket, and she looks and she says, "Oh, what a cute dog!" And
Vicks Vapor Rub?
No, the cough drops.
Oh, okay.
She says, "What a cute dog!" And I said, "Yeah, thank you." And then the other one just fucking beelines in and starts rubbing at my dogs, so that my dogs jump up on them. Yeah. I'm like, I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Don't just." You don't just jump up and start petting somebody's dog. Oh, it's just a cute dog. So I pulled the dogs back. I was like, don't do it. So the other one's like, let me put my Vicks away. I'm like, listen, don't touch my dogs.
Yeah.
Please move on. They're like, we just want to pet your dogs. They're being good dogs.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, they're training. You don't know these animals. You don't know if they bite people.
Dude.
And if one of them bites you, the first thing you're going to do is go and complain. And I'm going to have to put my dog down because you're a stupid... Anyway.
You are so funny, man.
So then the light turned green, and I carried on with my walk. And we got home, and the rest of the walk was great.
No more incidents?
No more incidents.
But did you go to the quick way?
No. So if you're listening, and you're somebody who doesn't have a dog, or even if you're somebody who has a dog, and you're out and you see somebody walking their dog, it's not an open invitation to come up and rub them.
Nope.
If you have a dog and your dog is on a leash, it is not a good idea to let your dog meet another dog on a leash because it can be extremely stressful for the animal.
Yeah.
And if somebody says, just pick your dog up and let them meet, punch her in the mouth. Because she clearly doesn't understand common courtesy.
You now have permission. Yeah. I remember...
that was Tuesday.
When Megan was pregnant, people would rub her belly sometimes.
Are you kidding me? Like...
Yeah.
And I use the analogy. You just go up and rub people's kids. And one of the guys from work... not Jay, another guy from work.
Yeah, you got a lot of guys from work.
An actual guy from work.
Yeah.
He was like, well, people just pet dogs, man. That's just how it is. I'm like, well, people, you know what? People used to just... And then I thought of a bunch of things that aren't...
Right. Like Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah. And, like, that's not okay.
Right.
And so then I told the story to Johnny at work, and he was saying how he was at a dog park, and another guy's dog was humping his dog. And he was just laughing. He was like, oh, he's got a hold of another one. And Johnny was like, how about I grab a hold of you, pal, and I hump you around this dog park?
That's fair.
You know?
Drew on to others.
And then and one of the guys from work said, well, it's just, dogs. And Johnny said, what if it was kids, and his son was walking around trying to kiss your daughter, and she kept saying, no, get away, and he kept doing it, and the parents did nothing. Yeah. That's what it's like with dogs. People don't get it if they don't have dogs.
That sounds adorable.
And leave service dogs alone. Service dogs actually wear vests that say, don't pet me.
Yeah. Don't give me love.
So that was my Tuesday.
That was a good day.
Sorry about that.
No,
I went off a little bit there. I get heated up.
That was the end of your vacation.
That was the
end. You need another vacation.
I do. It just confirmed that I would rather spend my time with animals than people.
Yeah. Oh, you should also go back and confirm for Jay that you are getting Last of Us Remastered.
Yeah, I am getting it, yeah.
But you didn't really say how.
I'm going to get it from EB Games.
You didn't tell. So they're ordering it for you?
No, I'm going to drive out to Chain Lake and get it there.
Oh, I thought it was somewhere else.
No, there's 2 copies in the city.
Oh, and one of the... Oh, in the city? I think you said the province.
2 copies in the province.
And one of them is in Chain Lake. All right, cool. Well, you better get it.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can order it new from Sony. According to Jay. According to Jay from
and
work.
it's on sale right now for $10 on there.
Anyway, well, I'm happy you got through it. Your dogs were here today. They seem pretty chill.
Colleen says I'm too dramatic.
They got through the ordeal.
Colleen says I need to relax.
Well,
that I shouldn't.
When there's beef rounds involved,
I shouldn't let stuff like that bother me. But my dogs are very important to me.
Yeah, no.
Some people have kids and they're important to them. Well, my dogs.
Vicks are known poison for dogs. If they had eaten one of those Vicks, that dog would have been in the hospital.
Yeah. So
you did the right thing.
And then people telling me that I'm in the wrong. Like I just want to impose myself on you.
Oh, it's a gray area.
Crawl into your space here. Area. So anyway, from now on, when people go to touch my dogs, I'm gonna start touching them.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Sure.
What? Oh, you're so cute. You're so well behaved.
No, don't do that. That's probably maybe don't do that.
You want a treat?
Maybe don't do that.
I got a beef round here for you.
Beef. Man, I could definitely go for a beef round right about now. Well, anyway, interesting story. I'm happy you got through it.
Thanks.
Now I'm ready to trash Setsuna. I love everybody who likes Setsuna.
Is that everything that I've been up to?
I don't hate Setsuna. I should probably say some of the things
I've been up to. Back to work.
To.
Found out I'm getting posted. Yeah. What else you been up to?
I watched Guardians 2. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Have you seen that yet?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Did I watch a movie?
It's not great.
Oh, there's a couple other things I want to talk about before we jump
into
Setsuna.
Go ahead.
Have you seen the Polykill Just Beat It exclusive video?
No, I did not. I didn't even know there was one. That sounds great, though.
So they've
was it a bunch of Mad Libs?
So they changed their segments a bit on the show. They removed some stuff. They put some stuff. They got rid of long play, which makes me sad.
That's the last I heard. They got rid of long play.
Well, that was this episode. So they got rid of Just Beat It.
But I didn't see
now
a
they're
video
gonna do
on this.
just the top beaters. the Poly Killers for the Just Beat It segment on the show.
Oh.
And on their YouTube channel, they're doing Just Beat It videos, and I don't know if they're all going to be the same.
I see what you're saying now. Right. Okay.
But the first one, this one, they wear headphones with loud music playing, and the other guy reads off who beat what.
Okay.
And they have to try and figure out what they're saying.
That sounds awesome.
Jake is really, really good at it. Travis is not.
That sounds good, though. Like, messing up would probably be just as funny.
There was one they were doing, and Jake said it, and as soon as he did it, Travis said it right away, and he was like, the music got really quiet. Hold on. It was somebody had beaten Super Mario Odyssey.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you hashtag Just Beat It?
I didn't take a picture. I never even had my phone at the time. If only there was a button that I could capture, like, a screenshot while playing the game.
That would be so convenient.
It would be so convenient. But as soon as the thing popped up that I always seen everybody else take a screenshot of, I was like, oh my God, I got to just beat it. And I couldn't find my phone. But I did just beat it.
Yeah. So I was watching that. I listened to some shows, Frantic. I watched some other videos. I'm watching Musty's collection videos.
Mm-hmm.
It's a decent idea. Just sort of, as he's packing things away, he's showing like, hey, here's what I have for...
Like, it's a
Atari
good idea.
and
It
the
doesn't
Master
make your
System.
packing so terrible.
Yeah, you're not like oh, I'm putting all this stuff away forever. You're sort of showing it's a fun way to do it.
Archiving it even.
Yeah. And then when he sets it all up at his new house, he can do like a time lapse, and it's like a game room setup.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's making moving fun again.
Yeah. Plus, if you get movers, do you get moving insurance?
Is that MAFA?
Is that a thing?
Make moving fun again. Mufa.
MAFA.
Mufa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
Get hats made up.
Anyway, yeah, no, what else have I been doing? I know I've been watching other stuff, but I can't think of it at the moment. I think that's pretty much it since last week.
Yeah? All right. So let's talk about Setsuna a little bit. So,
all right.
Spoiler free first.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Because I don't want it to be like this really long conversation where people can't listen.
Okay, sure.
So,
I liked.
So combat, art style, music,
combat bland.
I enjoyed the combat,
It's bland. I use the same move every time.
Me too. It's easy.
That means it's
I use a
bland.
couple of more rotations than the bosses.
I guess, but they're boss fights. They should have more than one extra move that you're doing.
Okay, you're right.
Which is a cure.
All right, so the combat is almost a direct lift from Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, it's very
To the
not
point-
as interactive as Chrono Trigger, but yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, pretty bland, but workable. Nothing wrong with it.
Right.
It was enough. It was a good vessel to get you through what should have been a great story.
Okay.
I have no complaints about the actual combat. I just didn't love it.
Some minor complaints I had were the menu system was tedious. Just selling stuff was like really a hassle. There was no sell all button.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Nothing terrible. In fact, the whole selling materials thing was kind of like, am I supposed to?
Yeah, I didn't like how you achieved the techniques.
I hated that.
Or the techs, or whatever they're called.
I hated the fact that, and I didn't like how stats were assigned with the, what are those things called? The Magicites? But
Yeah, the
called
techs.
Magicites.
Yeah.
I didn't like how it was a bonus effect and then like a flux effect.
Oh, those are your talismans. That's your armor, essentially. Your one.
Yes,
one
that's what I'm trying to talk about. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't like how the stats were assigned with that. It seemed, anyway, it ended up being pointless. Everything was not great. Anyway, yes. What else? What was the other things? Graphics. Let's talk about graphics.
I liked it. I mean,
I didn't hate them.
I don't like that their arms are so much longer than their body. That they're misproportioned. I wouldn't mind. I don't mind that body style. I just wish the arms were a natural proportion.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the portraits are beautiful. That's all I really care about.
Yep.
I didn't hate it. Didn't hate
enemy background scenes were good. Music was good.
I found the enemies were bland and repetitive.
I don't like that you. I wish that you just leveled up and got the abilities. I don't like that I have to find the material, sell the material, hope that I would get it in a random drop from an enemy, then sell the material, because that seems like a false way to extend the game.
Yes.
I'd rather just level up and get the abilities, and then
Yeah.
even if I had to pick which ones to use,
Yeah.
even if it was like you can only select X number of the abilities,
Right.
I just wish I learned them as I leveled up. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's
building
fair.
the mechanic.
That's a good way to look at it. Once I had the three that I needed to beat the game, pretty much, I just used them over and over again. I didn't even bother trying to get more.
Yeah.
I was like, "What's the point?" So at the very last level, I was like, "I'm just gonna go right to the end. If I die, then I'll know I have to go back and get some better
Yeah.
Magicite or whatever it's called.
Sprite Knight.
Tech Knight or
Sprite
Sprite Knight, yeah. And then I'll just go back and get it. But no, I didn't have to because it's the same bland combat over and over again.
It was repetitive. It was easy and repetitive, which I don't mind easy.
Yeah. Once
See,
again,
Lost
the combat,
Odyssey is a combat that I found was bland and
Right.
too convoluted for trash fighting.
It's not even convoluted. It was just you do the same thing over and
But
over.
it's so long. The
you can say long.
transitions.
Bland is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like the combat in Lost Odyssey. I enjoyed this more because even though it was
found it-
repetitive,
yeah.
it was fast.
I found them both the exact
If
same.
you're going to do something boring, at least do it quick.
I
That's
used
always been my motto.
overpowered attacks in both those games, and the game was over after one turn. Every fight was over after one turn. But it was more than enough to get me through what should have been a great story, which in Lost Odyssey paid off. This one we'll not in spoilers yet. But so yeah, the combat in turn-based RPGs are there to get you through to the story beats. That's the whole purpose of the game. That's why the combat is called grinding.
I think the combat needs to be fun. I do. I think there needs to be some either fun or easy.
Yeah.
It either like Bravely Default, where you can speed up the speed. You can up speed times 3, and you can Bravely times 5, and one apparently like essentially one shot everything.
Yeah.
Either make it so I have total control like that, where I can rip through the game, or slow it right down. Give me that level of control. Bravely Default is so good for that.
Yeah.
Or make it fun.
Yeah. The combat has to be just good enough to get you to the next story beat. Unless your game has really good combat, then that's great. But I can ignore not so great combat if it has good story beats. Okay. So
All right, so we're gonna talk about story now.
Well, hold on. Sound. I don't remember any of it.
When playing it, I enjoyed it. It was a good sound.
Yeah, it was alright.
That one main track I like a lot.
I don't hate it, I guess, but nothing stood out.
But the combat
Nothing.
music is average.
Like trying to think of it right now, I can't remember any of it.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So we're gonna do story. So we are going to talk about the story of I Am Setsuna. So this is your warning. This is your warning. We are going.
You're flashing it? I thought you were just going to leave it on.
I am. So we're going to talk about the story of I Am Setsuna.
People won't be able to see their chat.
That's fine. We're going to talk about the story of I Am Setsuna. If you are watching the Twitch stream, you will see an I Am Setsuna spoilers
That looks so funny.
listed. When that is no longer listed, the spoilers have ended. While that is up there, it's there. So if you want to mute and then come back, this shouldn't take long.
This is what they're seeing right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It shouldn't take long. And we'll be back. If you are listening to the show on the audio version only, I'm going to say right now at what time you can come back.
And do a signal so you'll know to stop here.
No, I don't. I'm going to turn off the spoiler thing.
The I Am Setsuna spoilers end at 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 29 seconds.
That's a good signal.
All right. So the spoiler's up. People have been warned.
No, I mean, so you know when to put the...
I'll just wait for the spoiler thing to come off.
Yeah, but the warning first.
What do you mean?
You're putting in the warning audio-wise.
Yeah.
You won't know when to start it.
I'll just listen to the 30 seconds I was flashing the I Am Setsuna thing.
Yeah, all right. That's a pretty good sign.
That's good. That'll be easier than trying to find you doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, you did it right. You did it
All
right.
right. So,
right.
Story. I didn't hate it.
Let's talk about the ending.
Okay.
Let's talk about the decision you have to make.
Oh, and how I don't know because I chose to kill her.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
matter.
you have to choose at the
It
end
doesn't
of
matter.
the game.
It's the same thing.
You have to choose whether you're going to kill Setsuna or let her live because she has taken the.
It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Both answers, you do the same thing.
All right.
That's stupid.
Why?
Why give you the choice?
Does it kill her? Like, does it say anything else afterwards?
Nope. Same thing.
Just says you choose don't swing, and then he just swings anyway.
Yeah. The screen goes up. She dies anyway. Just like I'm assuming it did for you.
Yeah. Well, how do you know he swung?
It doesn't matter. She's dead, and he did it. She's dead right
Well,
after.
you're choosing. So by not knowing that myself, I hit swing. It screen pans up, and I swing. But you hitting not swing, he doesn't swing as you're watching, and the screen pans up, and then he swings while you're not watching.
Yeah.
So you might think he swings while you're watching on the other way.
It doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
So you think he should not kill her, and that he should let
no,
this monster
I don't think you
destroy
should
the
have a
world?
choice.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're going to get a choice, you should have a choice. And you should have the choice for the monster to destroy the world.
But none of the choice.
No, that's what a choice is. This.
So you're blaming that you're writing the whole thing off because at the end you chose not to kill her and it killed her anyway.
Oh no, we're gonna get into the other stuff about how you don't learn anything about the main character.
Okay.
There's no twists. There's nothing.
All right.
But
There's a couple of twists.
No, there isn't.
Well, there's the big one about Ender.
What? What's the Ender character twist?
That he's part of the Dark Samsara.
The what?
The monster. He's part of the monster.
What are you talking about?
He's the monster, created the Reaper.
Yeah.
He also created Ender, and he injected them both into the timeline.
I didn't know this.
Because he wanted to...
Hold on, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
So, did you read the text from the boy at the end?
Yes.
You read all 13?
Yes.
Okay, so he at the end of it, he's saying, stop me. He wants to die.
Yes. Yeah, I
So
read all that.
He was not part of the 1,000-year time loop that was happening.
Who wasn't?
The boy. The monster
Okay,
was not. He was living through the 1,000 years. That's why he kept getting stronger and stronger as she kept resetting the time for everyone else.
Yes.
As the time judge kept resetting time.
Yes, I know all that.
He kept getting stronger.
Yeah, I don't get the part where you're talking about Ender.
So, the Dark Samsara injected Reaper into the world on this last run. Reaper was new. There was 2 new things in the last run.
Yeah, all right. Okay,
He wasn't possessed. He was created by the beast, the Dark Samsara. Created Reaper and sent him in the world to kill...
Just like the Time Lord did with Eterna.
Yeah, exactly.
The Time Judge, I mean.
Sent him into the world to kill the sacrifice ahead of time so that he would be able to break free.
How do you know this? They didn't say any of this.
They said that.
No, they didn't.
Reaper says it. He explains it all. Eterna explains it all when she brings him back to life as Fides.
He said that Reaper was sent back, not Ender.
Right. No, they said Reaper. Yeah, so listen,
Okay, I know all about Reaper.
So Reaper was created by the Dark Samsara, which is the monster. He was injected into the time stream to kill her so that the monster could break free and take over.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and that all makes sense.
Ender was created by the youth.
How do you know that?
Because the youth wanted to die. He wanted it to end.
I understand that the youth wants to die.
And he
How did he create Ender? How do you know that?
Because Ender is his humanity.
I know what you're assuming. I need to know how you read it.
Because Ender is his humanity.
You don't know what you're saying. You're just making things up.
I'm not making it up. It makes sense.
It makes sense, but that's not in the game.
It doesn't have
just
to
like
be.
everything else isn't in the game.
Everything has to be written out
just
in the
like
game.
the mercenary village that he grew up in and was a part of. Where's that?
It's not a real thing. Because Ender...
Well, who's the guy that he's with?
That's Hapspur. He is a person...
People talk about these masked mercenaries.
And no one has ever seen one. And they thought they say that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I've never seen one of these. I can't believe you're
that
one.
That guy hasn't seen one.
They
clearly there's a legend.
Right, there's a legend because when they went back in time, Ender stayed back in time after he killed Setsuna. He's walking away at the end. The Ender who shows up in Setsuna's timeline
that does make sense.
is the Ender who went back in time and killed him. It's a time paradox there.
Say it again.
The Ender who killed Setsuna in the past is the same Ender who shows up to go with Setsuna on her journey.
No, that's like 1,000 years in the future.
It's not. It was her mother's journey.
It's the same Ender.
They walk into town. You talk to Ration, her father, and he's saying, her adopted father, and he's saying, yeah, the woman just left, but she had to leave her daughter behind. I'm the one who has to take care of her daughter. He's saying, when you show up at the village, you get sent back in time when Knitter and Nancy are going to do their...
Yes, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that.
So that's when you get sent back.
Okay,
Then you kill Setsuna, then you walk off into the distance. Time continues on to the point that Setsuna's going to go be the sacrifice.
Yes.
And Ender shows up for it because he knows he has to be there.
Remember that he kills her?
At no point does it say, I don't know you.
So he knew the whole time that he was going to kill her in the end?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he even says to Hapspur, it doesn't matter if I do it now or not. Because he knows he's going to do it.
That is ridiculous. He just wouldn't do it. Like, there's no point.
He has to because she takes the Dark Samsara and the youth into her.
Yeah.
Absorbs her energy because it's the only way to get rid of them. And then he has to kill them. Otherwise, it will corrupt her and take over.
I still don't know where Ender came from.
He was created by the Dark Samsara.
You don't know
by
that.
the humanity.
That doesn't make sense. I mean, it would make sense if they told you, but they don't tell you that.
He is. He has to.
That's a fair assumption.
It is.
If you were writing a story...
Because the monster created Reaper.
Hold on.
The monster...
If this were a fan fiction, it would have been better than the actual game.
The monster created Reaper. The boy inside the monster created Ender.
That is ridiculous. No.
Why?
Because the only reason... Anyway, none of that matters because they don't tell you
that's why there's no village. That's why there's no village. That's why you never see another masked tribesman. That's why they're only a legend. They're only a myth.
How could it be a legend or a myth if it's 10 years difference? Not even 10 years. How long is it before 18 years? Is that how long before Setsuna goes out on her journey?
I think it's 10.
So you're saying Ender age is 18 years? Mm-hmm. No, this doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Nah, this time paradox doesn't work. Ender would be too old. It doesn't make sense. Plus, there wouldn't have been a legend over 18 years that built up over nothing for nothing. What is he doing? Nothing.
Maybe the monster set the legend back farther.
That is ridiculous. You're just making things up. That's my point. The game has a terrible story. It has no story beats. Ender doesn't take his mask off once. There should have been a point in the game where Ender's like, why do I have to wear this
Nobody
mask?
says, oh, this mask tribe is hundreds of years old or thousands of years
matter.
old.
What?
They're just saying a legend.
Why?
JTF is a legend, and they haven't been around for hundreds of years.
What you're saying? This is a video game. This isn't life.
Right.
All we know is what they tell us.
Right.
We can make things up all we want and make a better story. If you have to make a better story, the game sucks.
I didn't make. That's what I took. See, I inject imagination when I play the game.
I agree. Now stop. If we're looking at this objectively, what you put into the game is irrelevant. The game sucked.
I enjoyed it.
Ender had no character development. He should have taken his mask off. Why didn't he take his mask off?
Why does he need to take his mask off?
For character development.
You know, metaphorically,
I don't need this anymore.
we all wear masks.
Yes. Oh, so does Setsuna ever find out that Knitter is her father?
No. So there's a side quest where they go back to the village and Knitter's there and Raishin's
Just
there.
another.
And they bring it and they have a comment. Knitter and Raishin come outside.
That's fine.
And Raishin says, "Are you planning on telling her the truth?" And Knitter says, "No, I wouldn't do that to you."
Yeah.
And Raishin says, "That's good because you're a piece of shit because you abandoned her mother.
Yes.
You never came back for her. You failed on your mission. You don't tell her you're her father. She doesn't need that in her life. She's already had enough heartache." And he says, "You're right. I won't."
That's ridiculous.
And then there's another. Then later on in the quest, you think Raishin and him have forgiven each other, and Raishin tells him flat out, "I'm never going to forgive you for abandoning her mother, Mana. I'm never going to forgive you for that, for what you did to hurt her. Mm-hmm. So just deal with it."
So here's another story beat that we're cutting off right here at the legs. No result, no payoff.
Yeah, the result is just like in real life, you don't get forgiveness for being a piece of shit.
So you hold a secret for the entire game. It never gets shared. The end. Oh, great. Oh, great. Great secret. Thanks for nothing. That was pointless. So many pointless things. Just no payoffs. So much potential. You have to make up the story in your head to make it enjoyable.
I didn't make it up. I inferred that.
Yeah. Also,
it made sense to me. If this guy was created by the monster, Ender could have been injected by the boy because the boy wanted to die.
I mean,
he
even
wanted
if it does
to be
make
over.
sense,
because he says
it doesn't make it better.
He begs them, "Stop me." He knows if I put something in here to make sure the sacrifice gets, because he knows eventually.
I get why they killed him. It makes sense, and I get why Setsuna had to die. I agree with all that. The fact that they give you a choice, though. You should have a choice. It's stupid that you don't actually have a choice. They shouldn't have put it in the game. It should have been, here's your choices. Both were the same thing. And then it would have been like, oh, shit, I have to kill her. That would have had some weight to it. Instead, you choose not going to kill her. You kill her anyway. Like, there's no weight to that. You feel robbed. Instead, it's like, oh, what? Instead of being like, oh, fuck, I have to kill her.
I could think of another game. We can't talk about it now because it's a massive spoiler, not for the game we're talking about. That
just change the sign again.
That removes choice for you at the end.
Oh, is it?
Can't talk about it. Don't.
Once again, I'm sure everybody was pissed off about that too.
No,
I'm sure they were.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
I'm sure they went back and fixed it.
Yeah. So Ryan makes a good point. This wasn't supposed to take long. So I understand your complaints with the story.
Yeah. And the combat wasn't good enough to hold it up on its own.
Yeah.
So without the great story, it's just a hollow, kind of drab RPG.
All right, so I'm going to end this. Okay.
A great start though for.
I'm going to turn off the spoilers.
All right.
So I can give my last overall thoughts.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so that's the end of the spoiler talk.
Yeah. All right, I'll do my overall thoughts first because yours are going to be long.
So now we're just going to do overall thoughts.
All right. My overall thoughts is a great first attempt at from a new studio making a sort of retro style game. I will give it that. I'm just hoping that Lost Fear has a better story. That's all.
Yeah. So what I would say is, for the first attempt at a throwback to the 16-bit glory days of gaming, it was a valiant effort, and the game is entertaining enough to play. It's not too long, and it's not too difficult.
You know what? What we're describing is exactly how I would describe Chrono Trigger. So I guess they did exactly what they wanted.
They nailed it.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for what we've been up to.
Yeah, I guess that is it.
That did take longer than I thought it was going
I'm
to.
forgetting something.
I should have known it was going to because you would stubbornly ignore everything I said.
No, because of the stuff you made up? Yeah. Because of all the story beats
I
you
only
made
have
up.
13 minutes. All right, so we're going to jump into...
Whoa, are you serious?
What we've been up to... answers.
Answers.
next.
Boom. You got any answers? Just ask in the chat. Use all caps.
So if you have a question, go ahead and put it in Twitch chat with all capitals. We're going to now jump to...
It probably was better, Jay.
Yeah. So let's see here. We have... Oh, there's an ad in my search. What the F? So, answers. First question from Julian Vega. Will there be an update on the CC app where we'll optimize on the iPhone X?
Yo,
Yes,
what up, Julian?
I spoke to the app developer this week, and he is going to work on getting that out as soon as possible so that it works good on iPhone X, because I understand right now it's not.
Coming at ya.
Next, from Josh Leslie at Frantic Society.
Yo, what up, Josh?
What qualities do you look for in a multiplayer game to get you into it?
Like kart racer?
I don't know. It just has to be fun, I guess.
Yeah, I like a party game.
Yeah. I like a game where you're playing as a team and not where you're lone wolfing. I like Overwatch, not Call of Duty. Battlefield, not Call of Duty.
No, Battlefield has
Sort of a lone. Yeah. Anyway, I like a team-based multiplayer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just like party games. For
I really don't like competitive because I'm not good.
Yeah, I'm not good at shooting things.
Samsung Canada wants you to know that you can capture sharp close-up photos from a distance with 2x optical zoom on the Galaxy S9.
Hey.
Camera reimagined. I don't know. Twitter, you just showed an ad in my search. I searched for an item and you showed me an ad. That's bullshit.
I've never heard of that before.
Retro Revolutions, we forgot to mention this in the announcements.
Oh, Jared's got a new episode out.
Season 2 started. Retro Revolutions.
Yeah.
Jump over and check that out.
It's very Blade Runner inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What was your favorite food growing up?
Oh,
Mashed potatoes
for supper?
Yeah, mashed potatoes and gravy is my answer. Yours is chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
You used to crush
When I
chicken
was
nuggets.
really young, it was fish sticks that I hit hard.
Yeah, mashed potatoes and gravy. I love mashed potatoes and gravy.
But I mean, when I was older, yeah, probably chicken nuggets. I like a grilled cheese sandwich. I still love grilled cheese sandwich.
I'm a fan of a chicken bologna sandwich with
Never had
a
that.
slice of cheese on white bread with a little bit of mayonnaise.
That sounds pretty good.
Miracle Whip, preferably. If I have to get mayonnaise, I'll take mayonnaise.
KFC, though, if we're talking fast food.
Yeah. Matt Bandy at Matt Bandy X asks,
Yo, what up, Mandy?
grape or strawberry jam? Strawberry.
There's grape jam?
Yeah, I don't know what. If you're eating grape jam, you're a heathen. That's
a bit much. I wouldn't say you're I've never had grape jam, though. I would try it.
not me. I'm not putting that inside me.
I've always been a strawberry guy, I
You're
guess.
a monster.
Can you get grape jam here in Canada? Maybe in Ontario.
Yeah, you can. They have it at Tom's in the little packets.
Like the blueberry. I've seen blueberry.
Yeah, they have.
Not great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
I'm curious. Mighty Q Dog says, you announced there will be a Cartridge Club panel at Midwest Gaming Classic in April. What will it be about? It's going to be about community building.
Building that community up.
And how awesome we have been to have, or how lucky we have been to have such awesome members. Yeah. And sort of things that we noticed the community doing on its own to help us grow into a place where
You could have just stopped at community. You nailed it.
Community.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Talking about community, not the show.
We have a great community.
And from Twitch chat, Rocket Sauce asked, what will the CC panel be about at MGC? So community.
Nailed it.
Jay from work asks, with all the free time Mark's going to have by leaving the club, what is he going to do?
Probably just play some games. I don't know. Hoping to play portable games.
Portable on your Switch?
Yeah. I'm going to try and stay out of the closet as much as possible. What?
Dean asks, what media would you recommend for tomorrow's 14-hour flight?
Ooh.
So he has shows, podcasts, music, and portable games. So I'm going to go in order. Shows, Altered Carbon. That will actually eat up about 10 hours if you want to watch the whole thing.
Wow. It's good.
Yeah.
What else have I been watching?
You have a show? Recommend a show for Dean.
Dude, have you seen Video Game High School yet?
Video Game High School.
Watch Video Game High School. I've been rewatching it.
It's a good time.
It still holds up, man.
Yeah.
You get to see where Protoman came from.
Holds up.
It holds up.
Podcast. I'm going to recommend Tiger Claw Radio.
It's a good podcast.
It's a solo podcast done by Critical Failure. It's a good time.
Yeah, if you're not listening to Game Scoop yet, Dean,
Scoop.
Put on some Game Scoop.
Scoop.
If you need a new podcast.
I do like Game Scoop.
Other than
music. I'm going to say Protoman. Check out Protoman. Or Rihanna, because all she has is hits.
Yeah, Protoman is like the only thing I would recommend. Or any actually Mario Odyssey OST. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
And portable game, anything on your 3DS.
Doesn't he have a Switch?
Yeah, but it's March Madness. I want him to play on the 3DS.
Oh, right.
Killing me.
Because it's a club game where you play whatever you want.
Yes. You know what? Just grab the Azure Striker Gunvolt pack on there.
Yeah, sure. On your Switch, you mean, right? You can get that on Switch, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. No, pick any Switch game and make that your trip. Actually, that's exactly what I would do. I'll grind in something. Oh, I would love to have 13 hours. My God.
And last question from Chris, the Bass Guy, 64,
what up, Chris?
asks, Sean, are you going to drag Mark in front of the camera for reviews? No, because I'm going to be filming them in Bulgaria. Mark won't be there.
Yeah. Bulgaria would be awesome, though.
Yeah.
I'd love to make a cameo.
Oh, that'd be great. Well, I can fly one person over for 7 days.
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah.
In Bulgaria?
It's supposed to be.
It'll probably be your
It's supposed to be my next of
significant
kin.
other.
So we just need to change you to my next of kin.
All right. Yeah.
So that's the show.
Okay.
So thanks for listening, folks. If you're here live with us on Twitch, we appreciate you hanging out. Sorry about the Setsuna spoiler. Sorry how long that took. If you're listening at home,
I'm sorry
again,
for you. You got no
hopefully you're able
time.
to skip it. Yeah, it's going to be a quick poo.
Yeah. You should be doing it right now.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
I have been. So we are a weekly show on CartridgeClub.org, but we are not the only show on CartridgeClub.org.
He did it right.
Please head over there. You can check out other great podcasts such as Polykill, Frantic Thoughts, who frequently posts in the community content
He
section.
just posted right now. That's funny.
And
we love you, Josh.
Media Mavens. I'm Player One. Oh, wait. If you're already a member of the Cartridge Club, you can head to www.patreon.com/CartridgeClub, where you can donate as much or as little as you like, and every cent donated goes to the club. I'm Player One.
I am Player Two.
CC Unite.
CC Unite.
We're supposed to say it together.
CC
CC Unite.
Unite.